Hello everyone, welcome and thank you so much for deciding to try out a card reading. Whether it's your first time or maybe you're still a little bit new to this but you've had your cards read once or twice, today's going to be a very introductory card reading. As you can see, there's 3 piles here, and how it's going to work is you're going to bring to mind something that you want guidance on. I recommend not choosing a yes or a no question. You won't get as much out of that. I recommend bringing up a situation or maybe looking or asking about what you should be focused on in some area of your life. For example, instead of asking, should I buy a lottery ticket tonight? You can ask for guidance on how can I improve my financial situation? How can I relate in a more positive way to money or finances? And that's not a yes or a no question because none of these cards say yes or no on them. They can be interpreted that way, but that's not what I'm going to do today. To get started, you're going to pick from any of these 3 piles for the pile that you choose. So pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And how it's going to work is I'm just going to pull 1 card per pile and talk about its meaning, how that might relate to your life. Very straightforward language. Like I said, this is for beginners or maybe someone who is just new to card reading. So what you're going to do to get started is bring that situation, bring your question, bring whatever you want, insight and wisdom, bring it to mind, and then you're going to look at these 3 and pick the one that just stands out. They are a mix. 1 is a tarot deck and 2 are oracle decks. And once you have selected the one that you would like, you can see in the timestamps or just running your mouse along the video and pick the deck that you selected. So let's get started. Deck 1. So like I said, I'm just going to shuffle. I did a little bit of shuffling already, so we're going to do a little bit more shuffling, not too much. If you can hear my neighbors singing and clapping, whistling, that's okay. I'm not gonna put off reading these cards anymore. So as I shuffle, bring that question, the thought, whatever it is, back into your mind. And then from here, I'm just going to place it back down and pull the top card. And there we are, Ajna. So this is also clearly not a tarot deck for those of you who are familiar with tarot. This is an oracle deck. And our first card, Ajna, which you can kind of see here, is the third eye chakra. So it is a card of the third eye chakra, which usually means intuition. So this card is telling us to follow our intuition. It's telling you to pay attention to those gut feelings that you're having. So whatever situation, whatever problem you brought to mind, this is giving you a sneaking suspicion that you probably already know the answer and you might be worried about the answer. Maybe you're trying to hide it, or maybe you're getting too many opinions and you should just be paying attention to your own. It could also be a card that is telling you that you've been ignoring your gut feelings, and maybe it is a sign to start listening deeper. It could be a sign that your current situation or the situation that you've asked about is a result of not following your gut feeling or your intuition, and it might be time to retrace your steps and see how you can fix it and really lean into what your body is telling you. So like I said before, very straightforward. That is the reading for pile 1. Okay, coming back, this is our reading for pile 2. Again, we're just going to start with some gentle shuffling. I already did some shuffling, but we're just gonna do a little bit more. So bring in that question, that situation, whatever it is you brought to your mind to choose this pile, bring that back and keep it in mind. And then we're just going to place this back down. It's back down. We're just going to take the top card from the pile, the 6 of Fire. Not sure if you can see the artwork. So this deck is my tarot deck. Now this is a bit of a different kind of tarot deck because this tarot deck uses elements. So I have fire, earth, water in it, and other tarot decks would have like cups, swords, wands, all of those suits, but I like the natural elements a bit more. So the 6 of Fire, what does that mean for you? This is a card of recognition and admiration. This nods towards any sort of accomplishment you've had recently and tells you to enjoy the time afterwards, soak up your success, and increase your self-esteem. So this is a card telling you to take note of how far you've come. Celebrate your fire, celebrate your progress, everything that's brought you to where you are, and the situation that you brought to mind or whatever. Bring this self-esteem, bring this confidence with you. Maybe if your ego needs a bit of a boost, you can give that to yourself right now. If your question was about upcoming success, this is a pretty good sign. And it's also serving as a reminder that you can celebrate your success, but make sure afterwards you're not still celebrating and letting everything else fall aside. So long story short with this one, soak up the fire, soak up the spotlight, let yourself celebrate yourself. And if you asked or were wondering about future success, know that that is a possibility. And with any of the readings in any of the piles, if you have questions, please just ask. Please text me, email me, however you get a hold of me. I'm assuming everyone watching this probably knows me in person, so just get a hold of me and I can clarify anything. Pile number 3. This is the small pile. It is technically a travel edition of this deck, but I love it so much. And it does not matter. The size of the card has no bearing on the reading whatsoever. This is also my newest deck, so we will just start by shuffling. I shuffled it earlier, so we'll just give it a little bit of a shuffle, and then I will put it down and pull the top card. As I shuffle, bring your situation or your question, whatever it is you're here seeking inspiration for, bring that to your mind. And we will bring the top card, Transcendence. A very cool fact, this deck is designed and written by a Canadian artist, so just, you know. So for Transcendence recommends we bring in self-compassion and clarity. We feel a profound shift within us. Maybe it's after a powerful experience, maybe there's been some hard emotions, maybe loss or joy. And it's a moment when it becomes crystal clear to you that life continues on. So if your thought, if your question had anything to do with feeling a shift within, or with maybe an external shift, such as a move, whether it's a move physically from a location to location, maybe if it's a job move, maybe even financial shifts, this is a card of confirmation. It's encouraging you to be present, to feel into why you're asking about this situation, what it is you're excited about, maybe what it is you're nervous about. And finally, transcendence welcomes you to stay anchored in what is real, but also allowing in those joyful moments and emerging from a storm. And as I said in the last 2 pile pulls, if anything is confusing to you, or if you want extra guidance with your question, then you can just reach out to me. Like I said before, I'm pretty sure everyone watching this has a way of getting a hold of me, whether it's through apps, email, or texting, whatever it is, just let me know. I hope you got something out of that. I lined up the 3 cards that we pulled just so you could see the beautiful artwork in each of these decks and just how different it is. I just realized that these 2 decks are actually the same artist, different writers and creators, but it is actually the same artist. You are also welcome to come back to these readings whenever, maybe at a different point you gravitate towards a different pile, and then you can have that different answer for your problem. Again, like I said when I pulled all the cards, please reach out if you need clarification or if you want to go a little bit deeper into your personal situation with these. And sometime in the future, I plan to make a little bit more detailed of a video. Maybe we'll do the same thing, but this time we'll pull 3 cards per pile. I wanted to keep it very accessible, very easy to start with. Again, I hope this gave you some peace of mind, some support, and some insight. Thank you so much. I will talk to you soon. Maybe next time I talk to you, it'll be through the cards again. Happy 2026, and I wish the best for your situation or inquiry that you brought here today. Bye.